Hello and welcome and good morning, Sudoku friends, to the New York Times Hard Sudoku puzzle. Today is the 26th of December 2023. Why don't we get started? There's a 5 blocking all of the first row, and there's a 5 blocking all of the first column. There's also a 5 blocking these two squares here. So a 5 has got to go here. This square must be a 9 because we need to find 1, 3, 6, 7, 9 for these squares here. 1, 3, 6, 7, 9. There's a 1, 3, 6, 7 observing this position here. Therefore, it must be a 9. We have a 3 blocking here and here, and we have this 3 blocking here, and we've got these two 3s blocking here and here. So a 3 goes in the corner, like so. An 8 will have to go here or here. And we also have a 1 here. We have a 1 and an 8 in the same two rows, but over here. So we need a 1 and an 8 for two of these 3 squares. That might be handy knowledge for later. 4 and 2 both block this square. So 4 and 2 have got to go here, here, and here. And therefore, this square must be a 1 or a 7. We don't know which one yet. This 9 blocks here and here. This 9 blocks here. It's therefore a given that one of these two squares has got to be a 9. This goes to 9 blocks here and here. This 9 blocks here. This 9 blocks here. Ergo, a 9 goes here. Now we are getting closer to completing column 2. I wonder if we can do it now, but I'm not sure. We know that these must be a 5 and a 9 because 5 and a 9 block here, 5 and a 9 block here. So these are 5 and 9, therefore these must be a 4 and a 6. Oh yes, the 6 blocks over, so here's a 4 and here's a 6. Sorry about that, I meant to say a 6. We now have this situation. We have a 6 and a 4 blocking here, here, and here. So we know that these squares must be a 6 and a 4 in some combination. Therefore, these must be a 2, 8, and a 9. We have a 2 and a 9 blocking here. So 8 goes here, and this is now a 2, 9. So if these are 2 and 9, then these must be a 1 and a 7. Sadly, I don't know what to do about that. But we can place a 7 here now. And we can do this because this 7 blocks here. Ergo, one of these is going to be a 7 blocking these two squares. So it's clear that the 7 must go here. And these now must be an 8 and a 4. The 8 blocks over. So here's a 4 and here's the 8. Along with the 7 that blocks here, we also have a 1 that blocks here. So these squares must be a 1 and a 7, and therefore this has got to be a 6. And we do remember from earlier that these squares must be a 4 and a 6, don't we? Remember the 4 and a 6 blocking here and here? So now with this 6, we know that the 4 goes here and the 6 here. And that gives us a 2 for this square. And since this 4 blocks over and this 4 blocks up, this must be a 4. Now 1 and a 7 for these two remaining squares. And I don't know how to solve that yet. Over here in the first column, we still need to find a 4, 8, and a 1. That will have to wait. These are 1 and 7, therefore these must be 2 and 6. Also not yet possible, at least not for me. We got a 2, 4, 8 here, so the 2, 4, 8 here are covered, but the 3 and the 6 need to go in 2 of these 3 squares in column 7. The 6 here blocks this square, so we know that one of these is a 6. And we also see this 6 blocking down, this 6 blocking down, so one of these is a 6. So we got 6 candidates in these 4 squares. So it's easy to figure out that a 6 for row 7 must go here, because the 6 blocks here, right? So here's a 6. We have a 4 blocking these 3 squares. We have a 4 blocking this square and a 4 blocking across. So 4 goes here. This 4 blocks across like so. This 4 blocks across like so. This 4 blocks down here. So here's a 4. These 4s here block these 4 squares. This 4 blocks this square, so here's a 4. This 4 blocks across like so. This 4 blocks across like so. And this 4 blocks down, so here's a 4 again. 1 and 8 here, still nothing we can do. 3, 5, and 9 across here, though. We have a 5 and a 9 blocking this square, so that must be a 3. 5 blocks this square, so it must be a 9, and this must be a 5. These two, this 9 rather blocks up, so a 9 goes here, and this must be the 2 that we were looking for earlier. Now we have 2 here and here, blocking here, 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 and here. So one of these is a 2. We have a 2 here and here, blocking here, here, and here. So one of these is a 2. And again, we have this rectangle of 2 candidates. And we also have this 2 blocking this square. So a 2 for row 7 has got to go here. We need a 5, 7, 9 now for column 9. 7, 9 block here, so here's a 5. And a 7, 9 for these 2 squares. We need a 3 for one of these 3 squares, and this 3 blocks here, this 3 blocks here, so 3 must go here. And the remaining 2 squares, of course, now must be a 1 and a 5. The 5 blocks over, here's a 1, here's a 5. These were 5 and 9, remember, now the 5 goes here and the 9 here. We need a 5, 6, 7, 8 for the remaining 4 center squares. 5, 6, 7, 8. We got a 6, 8, and a 5 blocking this square. Therefore, it must be a 7. Now, these were 7, 9, remember? 9 now must go here and the 7 here. And that gives us a 9 for this position, because these 2 9s block here, here, and here, and this 9 blocks here. So here's a 9. Here are 6 and a 7. 7 blocks over, 6 here, 7 here. This is a very easy and very enjoyable puzzle today. What do we need here? We need a 5. And here an 8 and a 6. The 6 blocks up. Here's therefore an 8, and here's a 6. 2 and 8 here, 1 and 3 here. Here are 1 and an 8, remote pair. Let's do the 1 7s first, shall we? The 7 blocks up, here's a 1, therefore we have a 1 here, and we have a 7 here, and a 7 here. 1 6 here, 3 8 here. 3 blocks over, here's the 8, here's a 3. 3 blocks over here, 3 blocks down, 3 here. This was a 1 8 pair. Now the 8 forces a 1 to go here, and the 8 goes here. This 8 blocks across, and this 8 blocks down. 8 therefore goes here, and this is a 2. Now we have a 2 here as well, and we have a, what, 6 here. That gives us a 6 here, and we have now a 1 for this square, and we have a 1 for this square. And thus we have solved the New York Times Hard Sudoku puzzle for today. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a nice day. Bye for now.